Here we go. I definitely did not think we were going to be filming today or this week, but in order to stay consistent, sometimes you have to grind through the hard times.
Well, how is this a hard time?
It's not. It's fun. It's like I didn't really want to do it. Like, but then I
don't need to be here.
I start looking through my notes. I start looking at UFC stuff, and it just makes me so happy that this is a sport. Like no other sport besides 49er football. What makes me feel this type of way?
What made you not want to do it today?
Because I was sitting behind a computer all day doing graphics for like OSU and stuff like that, and I've just been sick and tired of sitting behind my computer. But what do we find ourselves doing?
Did you realize you're going to do that for a living?
Everybody does, I guess.
So you're going to be okay with that?
Yes, I enjoy it a lot. I hear that a lot. But I overwork myself. We need to find that work-life balance.
You do. You really need to find that balance.
Like when I start a project, I can't stop.
I know, and that's a trait in you that I've told you from the beginning. You're a perfectionist, and when you have your mind on something, he is so stubborn and determined. It, like you said, it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Mostly bad.
I don't know. I honestly like that about you, but I also hate that about you sometimes. But it's like
Pure Leaf, not a sponsor.
I don't even think they can see it because it's kind of low down here, but
it's a good tea.
Oh wait, I went like this. I
good
meant
sweet
to do
tea.
That.
Dude, I've been listening to Nate Bargatze. He's such a good comedian. Best in the world. Top two comedian. Top 2 funny person. I think that Nate Bargatze is so funny.
Well, I think it's just
and we've seen him now, and he's so famous. It's
I know.
Clutch.
Are
we
you
knew him
so
we're like
happy?
OG fans.
And we got I got us good seats.
Yeah,
we're close.
OG fans of his.
But what I was gonna say was that it's also clutch because he's hilarious.
She's talking like a boy right now. It's low-key like clutch.
But it's because it's hilarious because he is so funny and he's clean and like nice.
Which is the most impressive thing.
I feel like a lot of people try to use humor in like a racist way.
Yeah.
And vulgar and like, you know, which I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, it's not good. Like being vulgar sometimes can be funny.
Yeah, of course.
Because
like Shane Gillis.
Listening to people be extreme is kind of makes you feel like normal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. Not the racist stuff, but okay. I'm just gonna stop.
It's funny when you know like somebody's views are like opposite of what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like as long as you know someone at their core is a good person. Because they're doing it to get a rise obviously out of people. So that's why. But it's kind of nice with Nate Bargatze because he's hilarious and he's just a nice guy. Yeah. He's just the best.
And he's like normal and he's cool.
Yeah. He truly is the greatest comedy man alive right now. Sorry if I look homeless right now also because
you don't look homeless. You just need to shave your face and leave the stash.
Yeah, it's No Shave November is going strong.
Except
right now.
it's No Shave November, no shave the stash. He can still shave the rest of his face.
Yeah.
Because I want you to keep that, but take that away.
Upper lip is no shave. Okay. What we're going to talk about though is gold, not gemstones.
Gold.
We finished it. Righteous Gemstones didn't even know this.
We didn't talk about that last
Hidden
week.
Gem. I'm not gonna lie.
Hidden
Gemstone.
Gem.
Like I'm not even lying to you. I did not know that show existed, and it is hilarious.
I told you about it when my mom first watched it forever ago, and I think I just mentioned it like casually, and then the other night we were done watching this funny movie, and I was like, okay, I remember the show that my mom watched, and it was really funny because I watched an episode with her, and Kellan was like, no, I don't want to watch it, and I even put it on. You're like, I don't want to watch this.
I feel like I do that with so many shows.
And then you end up, and it's shows that I show you.
Even 13 going on 30, I started watching it.
I know, and you're like asking me all these questions. You're like, wait, so what? What did he do? Or like, so what? And you had all these questions and was concerned, and I love you for that because I love that movie.
Oh.
But
but no,
I just think it was really funny because Kel was so you are so like mean sometimes about stuff. I'm like, just give it a freaking chance, and you're like, I don't want to watch this. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. You can put it on whatever you want, but I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna put you on my phone then. And it's like you end up loving it.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
And we binged 3 seasons.
You're right more than you're wrong when it comes to TV shows.
I'd say
I give the Gemstones
90% of the time. All the time.
Gemstones. 7.9.
7.9.
What are you gonna go?
I give it like an 8.
It's more like an 8.1.
2.
We're splitting hairs at this point.
It's in the 8s. There's a difference between a 7 category and an 8 category, and it's in the 8s. Don't even give it a 7.9.
I have spoken. Dude, I was sad when Hiri lost. I'm not going to lie. What happened, though? We said Hiri's going to have success. Hiri's going to get rocked. Hiri's going to have a chance to recover. But no, Mark Goddard stops it. But then Hiri comes out and says, I was out, because he is a warrior and has a champion's mindset and knows that he shouldn't have been put in that position in the first place to make Mark Goddard think that he needed to stop the fight. At the end of the day, that's ultimately what it comes down to. Was it stopped early? Who knows? But
is that what the argument is? Because I didn't see the fight.
Yeah, a lot of people think it got stopped early. But
but he's
don't get in the position to where the referee has to think that.
And that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Hiri.
Yeah, Yuri accepted the fact that he was out. He thought he was pretty much unconscious. Alex had him mounted. Who knows what Alex could have done if he was raining ground and pound on him, but it was a sad time. Really good card, though. What did we learn? Tom Aspinall is an absolute freaking monster. Knocking out Sergey Pavlovich in the first round is bananas, especially when he didn't even train. Apparently, he had a bad back, and he came in on short notice and did it. That is insanity. I mean, the dude is... John Jones can't run. They have to make that fight. Freaking Tom Aspinall and John Jones is a must. But after UFC 295, I was laying in bed like that Saturday night, came up with a few topics we could talk about, and then throughout the week we didn't even think that we were going to make this podcast, but I look on my phone and I remember the notes, which came in clutch, which is what this whole entire episode is going to be based around. So pre-planning always sends out working out, baby. Let's go. The 3 things that I really want to talk about is that UFC more wide open than ever in terms of 0 dominant champions. There is 0 dominant champions outside of Zhang Weili, and even she can get head kicked and knocked out, okay? The next thing is, I mean, should we just list them all out, or are we just go in segments? We'll go in order, all right? Right now, we'll talk about the champions. How the UFC, I don't even know. I mean, like, there has been lots of UFC history. 30 years to be exact, ish, because they had the 30 on the gloves. I don't remember if it was this year or that last year that they had that. Islam Makhachev, Alexander Pantoja, Sean O'Malley, Alexander Volkanovski, Islam, Leon, Sean, Alex Pereira, and then now Alex Pereira again, John Jones. Dude, when you're looking at this, Alexander Pantoja, even though he's dominant, he could easily get beat. His main arch nemesis is easily Brandon Moreno. Like, Brandon Moreno could take places with him any way. The most dominant champions right now, though, are Islam and Volkanovski. But the thing about Volkanovski, why I think that it's way wide open, is our boy Ilias fighting him. And what do we think about that? We think that Ilias Warrior is going to take out Alexander Volkanovski. And also Max Holloway is on the way up there, all right? The main dude that I really don't see losing is Islam Makhachev. But he still can lose because we saw him low-key kind of lose against Alexander Volkanovski. So that is just food for thought. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of lightweights that are going to beat him, there's a man that we think that can beat him, but he still has a few more fights. But who knows where he's going to be next year? Freaking voice crack there. You know what I'm saying?
Where he's going to...
But Leon Edwards is the champion right now, and he's probably going to lose to Colby Covington. Colby Covington is the worst possible kind of matchup for him because I think Colby Covington can execute everything that Kamaru wanted to do, but I think Kamaru was way too much in his head in that second fight. Colby's going to have a fresh mindset, not scared at all. He's going to attack Leon Edwards. I think he's going to put his booty on the ground. Best physique in the UFC, Leon Edwards. Colby's going to take him down. We're going to get that Oregon State University champion, baby. We don't claim Colby per se. I don't know if the OSU claims Colby Covington. I don't know if he's sending any money there or anything, but
probably not.
Yeah, probably definitely not. But still, it's very rare that you one of the few colleges probably that has a UFC champion.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, something like Missouri's had some just because of Tyrone Woodley, Michael Chandler.
Third.
Yeah, and there's not because it's like an international sport, you know.
Yeah, and
also, I mean, some of these guys' outlets were fighting, not school.
Yeah.
Like, I actually feel like not a ton of them probably have college degrees. But that might just be an assumption.
What do we see? Jared Flash Gordon was after he beat Marco Madsen was like, bro, I was shooting up heroin underneath this.
Yeah, he was like,
bitch.
And then he said, like, he didn't even say it that long. He's like, last year I was how long? Like, how long? What was the time frame? It sounded like it was really recent.
I think that he's like in his 30s probably and was going down probably in his 20s. So
like maybe he said in his 20s.
Yeah, he wasn't shooting up last year.
Okay, not last year. But I
turned
meant
his
like
life around.
Yeah, fast. Like really night and day. But I for some reason thought it was like not that long ago. Fighting.
Like before this, bro, I was shooting up. That's why
when he said that, I was like, "What the hell?" He's like, "I used to shoot up heroin underneath this stadium."
This bitch, MSG,
MSG,
the Chinese salt,
and now, look at me. He goes, "You can put your mind to anything." Praise be.
Wait, what is he to him? What did they say in Gemstones?
Praise be he to him, or no?
Well, praise to him, dude. What do they say?
They say praise be.
If they say something to him though, if they glory to him or something,
yeah,
some weird shit.
I don't know. We'd have to look it up. But the things they say, oh my god, it's so funny.
So much.
Yeah, that's from a show, by the way.
A lightning bolt to my slit. Oh shit.
You would have to watch. You would have to watch.
Bleep it out or no? Yeah, inside joke.
I mean, you could get the inference.
You remember when I made my list of most funny TV characters?
Yeah.
I think that some of them would crack the list without a doubt. Like BJ would crack the
my list.
Yeah.
My
we'll
list
have to whip that out one of these times and
I think we had like this would still probably hold true to you, but we had a lot of The Office characters on there. I think that this show was funnier than The Office characters. Some of them.
I mean, the most out of pocket shit and vulgar too. Like
so vulgar.
Bad. Bianca eats the mic, so sorry if your ears are just absolutely ringing right now for the 6 people watching.
You know, turn it into AI. Give it to AI. They'll lower my voice if that's that big of a deal.
Getting you fired up today, huh? But all right, so Leon probably gonna lose his belt. Sean Strickland. Oh, that's dicey. Oh, really dicey. Because Drakus is coming in there hot like a freaking bulldog ready to knock his ass out. And Alex Pereira put him out, baby. So, all I'm saying is so wide open. We're going to see, I think that champions, it's unstable right now. A lot of guys are going to get dethroned. Sean O'Malley is certainly not safe. All right? Certainly not safe. Alex Pereira. Certainly not safe at light heavyweight. I know that right now. All right? Okay. Johnny Bones not safe. Here, this is a good segue since we're already going into Alex Pereira here. Again, I have zero insider information besides Instagram accounts that I follow. All right. All I'm saying is, what guy made his UFC debut at light heavyweight, and what guy has the most nightmarish style for the current light heavyweight champion of the world? None other than Jailton Almeida. Really botched that right there. Wow. Jailton Almeida, though. One of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Been covering him since he's come in, and he's just taken the UFC heavyweight division by storm. But all I'm saying is,
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but Chick-fil-A's here till 7:30. I forgot. Maybe we can get it for dinner. But it's 6:07.
Yeah, this will be done soon.
Okay, sorry.
But all I'm saying is, so we're getting Chick-fil-A for dinner, I guess. That's what it's come down to. But, dude, Jailton, get on that 86-hour water fast diet, baby, and get that shit down to 205 because you can snatch that belt right quick. What happens when you snatch that belt, Jailton? I'm talking to you, man. I'm talking to you. Instant title shot. What guy, like, when you have a belt and you move up a division, all I'm saying is you could be like the Khamzat Chimaev of the heavier weight classes. Because when you have a belt, you instantly jump the line. And when you have a guy like Tom Aspinall, you have all these kind of stars that are kind of vying for a title shot right now at heavyweight, what's going to set you apart? It's that freaking gold strap on, all right? So all I'm saying is, Alex Pereira, he is crazy good. The amount of power this man possesses. Yeah, I just sound like a slurring freak today. The power he possesses just puts anybody's lights out at any given moment, changes the direction of a fight no matter how terrible it's going for him. All he has to do is land that one, baby. It's hard to land that one when you're on your back getting double-legged for the entirety of a fight. What did Jailton show? You can take Derek Lewis down, hold him on his back for 5 rounds, and doesn't get tired because this is what the man does. Black belt, amazing grappler. He's going to be in even better shape, I feel like, probably if he cuts a little bit of weight, sheds a little bit of weight, even though he wears 236 pretty freaking well. Looks like an NFL football player. But that's one of my main segments is when I'm thinking of a guy that just can take that 205 belt right now, even against anybody in the division, it is Jailton Almeida. Go back down to 205, bro. You weren't even supposed to go to heavyweight, I don't think, but you just realized so much success because some of these guys are so oblivious of, like, takedown defense and just can't get up off their back after you take them down. It's like, wow, you can just bust all through the division because it is a little light in terms of good grapplers. Most of them are at the top. Weird. But go down to 205. That's all I'm saying is Jailton Almeida at 205. If he does what he did to Danilo Marquez, I think he can do that to the entire light heavyweight division, including the champ. Okay. Now, dude, to finish this sucker off before we talk, maybe give some quick predictions for the fights this weekend. Bang, bang, Niner gang. I know it's a little bit too early, but we still have a little bit of time left throughout the year. Might be some new prospects coming up. Looks like there's a good guy coming, stepping in on short notice here against Uros Medic. But let's go through and talk about the top prospects, I think, that are going to be going into 2024. One for each division, all right? We won't go much into them. We'll just kind of name them.
Okay.
Flyweight. Joe Rogan's new favorite fighter and freaking Daniel Cormier.
Joe Rogan.
And John Anik. They love this Joshua Van guy. And I knew I love Joshua Van and his UFC debut, bro, against Zhalgas Zhumagulov. I love Zhalgas, but when I was seeing this dude that's my age, Joshua Van, absolutely piece him up, I was like, Jesus Christ. And the way that he was working the body against Barjos or Borjos. Who's he fighting? Oh, Kevin Borjas. I mean, he just looks so good. Joshua Van has got cracked, but you know what happens when you're 22? Is you're probably going to make some mistakes. You're going to grow exponentially from here on out, but the skills that he has at such a young age, insane. Joshua Van, and doesn't take much to string a couple wins together and get ranked in the flyweight division and shoot up the ranks. So who knows where he'll be by the end of 2024? Because you've seen with Steve Erceg, some of these guys take short notice fights and they're ranked. And if there's a crazy upset, like we saw with the Manel Cap fight, the dude he fought, the Felipe kid, almost beat Manel Cap. And Manel Cap could be fighting for a world title here soon. He just got a fight announced too. Bantamweight, look no further than Jonathan Martinez, who just took out Adrian Yanez, who is one of the better strikers in the division. But Jonathan Martinez is so underrated and so good. He beat Saeed Nurmagomedov, okay? A good, well-rounded grappler and striker. That just speaks volumes about his overall skill set and the way that he just can kick your legs out from under you. Cleanest striking in the division. Dude, the only slip-up he really had was the Davy Grant, and Davy Grant was almost knocked out by him in the first round and got saved by the bell, all right? So, Jonathan Martinez, I think that he, low-key, is probably a top 5 bantamweight in terms of exciting fights and, also skill set, because you get the Marlon Chito Veras of the world, you get the Corey Sandhagens of the world, very smart technical fighters. Sometimes you want to fall asleep while you're watching them fight, you know? Jonathan Martinez banger every single time, high volume, great skill set, nice guy. What more could you want in a future rising star? All right, that's bantamweight. Featherweight division, got a couple here, but I think I'm going to stick with my guy, Charles Air Jourdain, because the more that like against Andre Ewell, we'll go back to that fight. He came out of his shell, blossomed right in front of our eyes, showed his striking, his sick dynamic striking, but also in his most recent fights against Ricardo Ramos, I was expecting a wild fight. But what does he do? Sinks in some of those chokes. And I think he also got Lando Venata in a choke too. So he's looking more well-rounded, and he didn't get taken down versus Kron Gracie. So this dude's looking good. He had a slip up to Nathaniel Wood, but Nathaniel Wood is looking good. Close fight with Naimov, but I'm going with Charles Jourdain at the featherweight division. Next, lightweight.
Are you doing this for every single one?
Yeah. It's almost done. We're going
4 left.
We're going quick. Yeah, 4. Only 4 guys left. All right?
2 minutes of guy.
Gotta make those clips, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Lightweight. Benoit Saint-Denis. This is the one guy. Benoit Saint-Denis. I mean, we have been on the hype train since the beginning against Zaleski dos Santos, but this guy is like Mateusz Gamrot on roids, man. I know he hasn't fought anyone crazy, but I know he's fought some pretty good guys. He's fought some pretty freaky good guys. And he's calling out the tops of the division. He's calling out the Poiriers, the Gaethjes, the Islams. We got a little ways to go before we do that. But I really do think if he gets a fight in that, this is 11 right now after not being ranked, which is fucking crazy. If he gets that Gamrot fight, he gets that Fiziev fight. You finish a guy like Gamrot or Fiziev, oh baby, people gotta start paying attention now, huh? What are you gonna do? Take this guy down? No. Against Frevola, he just let him take him down because he knew Frevola could not hold him there, and he could just scramble back up to his feet. And even in the game plan, they were saying that there's openings in Frevola's fighting style where on the scrambles it gets a little bit sloppy, and that's how he found the head kick. Like, imagine implementing a game plan to put you in a bad position. Like, he literally gets taken down knowing that Frevola probably is going to have his hands down, like, on the break, and then he head kicks him. Like, that's kind of crazy. To be like, I'll let you take me down. Like, who knows what will happen. In a UFC fight, like, if you get taken down, like, you can make a mistake, sing in a choke, something crazy. It's just, he's on a different freaking level, and he's not scared of anybody. And I just really think that he has the overall skill set to hang with the best of the best on the feet, but also when things aren't going for him, he can just absolutely keep those takedowns coming and just get in he just finds ways to get in advantageous positions even when he's like in trouble sometimes. So I just love Benoit, and you literally have to shoot the guy to get him out of there. All right, welterweight. This one's a little bit tough, but I feel like it's only fair to stick with the man that we have stuck with. And that's Jack Della Maddalena. I think that he's the guy at welterweight. A lot of people like to rag on the guy because he makes some lame decisions sometimes. But the skill set is undeniable, and it's going to be tough for anybody to truly beat him and finish him. Middleweight's a little bit tough here. Let me go to MMA ranked really quick because I'm spacing on who I picked for middleweight. I had it. Oh, Caio Borralho. That's why I had it middleweight, baby. He's so good against he's been proven he can beat the strikers. He can beat the grapplers. I mean, what are you going to do? He's got free spirit across his neck. It's terrifying. And he's a good personality. He'll hop on the mic, say some, spit some bars, call a shot. I like Caio. Even though I don't know if he has like that it factor yet, where it's like when Caio's fighting, you're like, oh shit, like this is the highest of highest levels. But he's getting there. His stand-up's looking good. He'll pop you with his jab, and he can also double leg takedown you at any point in the fight. And he's just well-rounded. He's got all the skills to become one of the best in the world, no doubt. Light heavyweight, gotta go Vitor Petrino, biggest squats in the UFC. Knock you out. Good ground game. That's what I'm going with. Heavyweight, who cares? The best guys at the top, not even paying attention to heavyweight. The girls, all you really need to know, the best prospects. Natalia, Karine Silva. Both the same last name. Don't get them confused, all right? But yeah, that's pretty much the girls. And the best girls are at the top right now anyway. But Raquel Pennington, I'm looking forward to her title fight. But dude, that is the top prospects going into 2024, I think.
Is it chilling in my teeth?
Yeah. You have like a big green ball right there.
Where?
In your like behind your canine. It's disgusting. What did you eat? Salad?
No. Where do you see a green ball?
It's like right there. Faked ya. Don't attack me on the biggest platform in the world. Okay, that was that. Okay, let's go to Brendan Allen versus Paul Craig. Bianca, what do you think's gonna happen in this fight card? Like, Bianca, what do you think's gonna happen?
You didn't even need me for this conversation.
Did anything surprise you on UFC 295? You kind of laughed. Oh,
I was not there.
145 pounds? Diego Lopez, sleeper, though. He's a freaking... Oh, you left for the main card. The best part, you left.
I was not... I don't... Oh, yeah, you're right.
How dare I leave? How dare I leave?
I had to. I had a dog.
I've never been more excited for college football on Saturday than actual UFC. Because the Beavers are playing Washington.
I know. Are you so excited?
I'm excited for that game more than UFC. I am too. I'm going to be dialed. What time does this start at? 2 p.m. Eastern? Oh, okay. So we'll get a few we might almost be finished with UFC by the
what time is the fight? The Beavers on?
Beavers at 4:30. Should we do a quick Beaver score prediction? Just get it out there in the.
But I'm supposed to have Friendsgiving on Saturday.
Okay.
So I wanted to watch the fight or the game with you.
Stop kicking my ring light. Dude, this studio is fragile, if you couldn't tell. The ring lights are hanging on by about this much of metal because I don't know how the fuck you screw them on. I don't know who invented these things.
All of them are like flabby.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on with the show. It's 6:19.
30 minutes. It's not even up. What happened to the 15-minute shows, Kellan, you might ask? You know?
He breaks them apart.
You get so excited here at the UFC game.
What's next?
The only fights that you need to care about. Jake Matthews versus Michael Morales. Great fight. Uros Medic versus Miktabek Orlabi. This guy looks like a freaking killer. I'm excited, but Uros Medic is must watch every single time. His last fight with Matt Semmelsberger was crazy back and forth. We got JSP, Jonathan Pierce, looking nice. I mean, I'm excited to see him back. He's a sleeper featherweight contender. What else? Mick Parkin's pretty good. Good boxer. Really tough.
And this is this Saturday's card.
Yeah. It's a little light, man. It's a little light. Nothing too crazy is going on here. You're not really... Unless you're a really hardcore UFC fan, you're not really missing much here.
I mean...
You know, it's nothing that's going to knock your socks off. But you know what happens?
Knock your sauce off.
Hey, you know what happens on these fight cards, Bianca?
What? How?
Usually these end up being the best fight cards.
Then watch it.
Bianca's so funny, bro. She needs her own podcast.
Oh my god.
That's why I have you as my host, because you have an occasional just zinger in there. That's just so funny.
You're welcome.
You're a special talent. You're lucky I noticed you. I gave you a shot on this. You're lucky.
Really?
I found you. So if you get famous, just know you have to come back.
You discovered me?
Yeah. What are some new fights that can happen really quick?
So that's a next episode
that's a
discussion.
Armand versus Benil? Oh no.
Remember now, 7:30.
Remember now, 5 minutes away. Okay. Rank your favorite UFC fighters. Where to go?
That's a discussion for another day. Continue.
That was going to be the ending segment is Bianca, what is something you want to talk about? UFC related, sports related, just anything.
I thought we were going to predict the Beavers.
Oh, yeah. Do that. Let's do that.
Okay. I think it's going to be...
You want to do a bet? What are we going to bet each other? It'll be the closest score wins.
You have to buy me a coffee one morning. And
okay.
What you want?
Buy me a pair of New Balances.
Okay, not equal. So
I'll buy you like 7.
Under about $6 is what.
Under $6?
Yes.
Under $6. What the fuck can I buy for under $6?
Think about it.
$6?
Is that really that high maintenance and that expensive? You can't think of one thing?
Well, what can I buy food wise at $6?
I'll buy you a burrito from Downward Dog.
Okay. Deal. Son. Next week, she's going to do this because she has no school. Let's go. All right. What is your Beavers score?
I think it's going to be...
Write it in notes right here.
See, the thing is, like, I kind of think Washington might win, but I want the Beavers to win.
Then that's what you say.
So I'm going to say Beavers. Let's say 32.
32?
32 to
wow. Beavers defense. Oh, wait, the Beavers are
8. It's going to be really close.
Wait, the Dogs scored 28?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a fire score. Ain't gonna lie. That's a good score, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Beavers 32, Dogs 28. But you just said you think Washington's gonna win.
No, but I want the Beavers to win, so I'm manifesting it.
All right. I think Damian Martinez is gonna go crazy in this game. I'm gonna go Washington 42, Beavers 17.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I do think Washington's probably going to win. But in my heart of hearts, I think the Beavers are going to get this dub. But I really think Washington's probably going to win just because I think they're going to shred their secondary. Dogs. We're going to go maybe Panics. Maybe Lefty Panics is going to throw a couple picks in this game.
It's not going to be fair if I'm
21.
But they just
no way they scored 21, dude. It's gonna be, dude. I think that you're throwing me off because you nailed the score.
Really?
So I'm gonna go with something vastly different. All right.
Okay. Why
we'll
did I
go
just get charged?
24. Washington's going to score 24 points.
What now?
And the Beavers are going to score 27. I like that. Good job, Kellan. All right. Bianca. Beavers 32, Dogs 28. Kellan, Beavers 27, Dogs 24. I don't know how we're going to decipher who's closer and who's not.
It's either if they win, you're right. If the Beavers win, I'm right. That's kind of our deciding. Too. You have to.
I can't have Washington winning.
Okay. Oh, well then, yeah, I guess if. I don't know. We'll have to decide when it gets to it.
My dad will figure it out. What a day to be alive. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to All Gear No Game. Like, subscribe. Don't. On this one. This is the long version. Subscribe to the Clips channel. Get that shit up to 500 real quick. We're at 307 right now. Haven't grown at all since getting to 300. Come on. You guys can do better than this. All right. Thank you so much. We're going to get Chick-fil-A. Not a fan of what they stand for. I was going to say,
are you sure you want to? Because you're not really we're a Dave's kind of chicken sandwich people. But, you know, when you're hungry, Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
I don't know.
Like, is there something else? We'll have to figure out.
There's nothing in Albany.
I know. Okay. Well, love you guys. Hope you have a great
so much.
Thursday. You'll probably see this on Friday, so happy Friday.
Most likely Saturday. All right.